In the case of array operator, you see that the first one is union. I am now going to work with that. Though it is actually needed to understand about array, but before going there, I just put something in array so that you can understand it easily. I am going to try. So here, for example, person is an array. So in this array person, for example, I am going to give here something like that array, and it is, for example, an associative array. I am going to give an example here like this. So first parameter is name, and this is RFIN, and second parameter is, for example, S, and this is 30. I am going to declare another array. I am again going to tell you, if you do not understand array, then this thing can be a bit tough for you. So I will request you go to the array tutorial, then understand the array logic, and then you can return back to here and you will then understand it. So person 2 is another one, this one for example, and his age is 28. So there are two arrays. Now what I am going to do, in order to show array, I will use the printf. Okay, I will use the printer. So in the printer, I am going to give here person 1 plus person 2. So these two array will concat using the person 1 plus person 2. You see that this is union, it will be actually the union, and if I refresh, you will say that this one will come. This is actually the person 1. So here person 1 plus person 2, two arrays should become here. Actually here it will not be like this. For example, not person 1. I am going to give here another example. A error 1, for example, A key is A, this one is B, this one is C. I am going to simplify it for understanding, and this is, for example, array 2. Okay, so A, B, C, D, four different types I am going to give here. For example, BD, USA, and here I am going to give another one, that is Australia, Canada. Now here I am going to concat these two. Concat means actually union. Okay, so array 1 union array 2 plus array 2. So these two array will be merged into another single array. So refresh it, you see that the array which is coming here, it contains the data of the both array, right? A, B, C, D, like this. So this is actually the new array, and we can show the information like this. So this is the union. Actually I will add this with this and represent it into a separate third array. So this is the example of this. I am going to proceed with the next one, that is actually equality operator, double equal. If I want to check if these two arrays are same, equal, then what will happen? If I refresh, you will see that nothing comes because these two are not equal. In order to do that, instead of printer, what I can do, I am going to print here like this. For example, I am going to put here, I am going to use the var_dum, as there will be a comparison, so boolean will come. So I am going to use the var_dum. So boolean false, that means these two arrays are not same. I'm going to give a space. Okay, if I now put the same value like this and like this, if I refresh, you will see that it is still false, right? If I give here A and B, Now it is showing that it is true because the key elements are also same. Now I am going to check it into another way. For example, here I am going to put some value 10 and 20. Here also 10 and 20. But these two I am going to give here string 10 and 20, and in first array 10 and 20 are integer. Now I am going to compare it. You see that it is true. But if I use the identical operator here, another one is identical triple equal to, it will be false because the data type here in the value must be same. So refresh, it is false. So this is similar to the previous one. In the comparison operator we already have shown that in the case of variable, so the same thing will work in the case of array. Another one is inequality, that will be similar. I already have shown it in the case of variable. For example, not equal to array 2. If array 1 and array 2 are not equal, then only it will be true. For example, 10, and here I am going to give here 187. Now if I go and refresh, you will see that this is boolean true because these are not same, and I will tell that if these two array are not same, then it will, what will return? Then it will return true because these are not same. So similarly, there is another symbol. This one and this symbol are actually the same thing. That means if I use instead of not equal this one, these are actually the same. So refresh, you will see the same result. Another one is not equal. So it is the reverse of triple equal, and I am not going to show you that, and I am sure you will understand it. So these are in short the array operators. After working with the array operators, I am going to show you the last one that is very important, and that is conditional assignment operator, that is ternary operator and null coalescing operator. But this ternary is used in most of the cases. This is very popular. This one, question colon. I am going to show you that is question. Question means I will check something. If it is true, then after question I will write it, and when it is false, after this I will write that. How I can do it? For example, I take a variable a equal to 10. Now I will check if a, that means I am going to check if a equal 10, then I will give a question and put something, then I will give a colon, put something. This is actually the thing. That means if a equal 10, then I will tell this is true, and if not, that means after the question mark, if the condition is true, then the output will work, that is after the question mark, and if it is false, that will work after this symbol. So here I will write this is false. Just echo this, and let's check what is the output now. You see that it is showing this is true. Now if I put here something other, 80, now refresh, you will see that this is false. So this is user defined, and you can write anything here and here. So this is actually the ternary operator, question and colon. These two symbols we can use in this way here. Now the last one is here listed, that is null coalescing, that is double question. How I can work with that? Here you see that, for example, there is a variable color, and this is green. For example, I put it is a green, or here I call a city variable. Okay, city name is Khulna. Now if I do this thing, for example, I will write echo city equal city double question Dhaka. That means if there is anything in the city variable, that means if the city variable value exists, then that will be shown here in the output, that is Khulna. Here you see that I assign a value to the city variable, that is Khulna. So output will be Khulna. If not, that means if I do not get anything here, then it will print the next one that I write after the double question mark. Now refresh, you see that output is Khulna. Now if I completely remove this, for example this one, if my statement is like this, what will happen? So there is actually nothing in the city variable, so the city will be assigned this variable, right? So Dhaka will be into the city and I am going to print it. Now if I refresh, you will see that the output is this one. So I hope you have understood how it works. I hope you have enjoyed all the things about the operators.